Static looks allow you to set a custom light configuration that is not intended to go with music. I'm going to quickly set up a couple. First, I'll go to MIDI sections, and in the MIDI settings I can choose static looks, and I've got all these blank static looks which I can customize. I'm going to create a lighting configuration that just leaves my lights showing plain white light. Good for low-key early lighting in the night when people are just arriving and I've got a bit of background music playing. So these ones are all blank numbered static looks, and I can customize any one of those. I'll start with the first one here. I'll right click on it and I'll choose edit. I can start by giving it a suitable name. So I'm just going to start by calling this early white. So a static look where everything's going to be white, intended for earlier in the night. Now below that are settings a bit like what we had when we customized the attribute cues. These allow us to set what the lights are going to be doing when this static look is active. Now I'll select my color band, and on the side are things like color macros and auto programs. I don't want any of them happening while I've got my static look on, so I'll leave all of those turned off. But I'll expand this color band to show the individual lights, and I'll make sure that all of them are selected. I can select them the way you often do in Windows. So for example, I could click the first one, hold down shift and click on the last. Or even if I want to do alternate ones to make them alternate colors, I could use my control or command key to select different ones. But I'll just go for the whole lot at the moment. So what I can do is tick the box to make sure they're all active, double click on any one of the selected ones to select the color, and so there we go, they're going to be white, and then I'll set the intensity for all of those lights. So what I have now is basically all of those lights on the color bar are just going to be set to white, and I'll do the same for the intimidator lights. Turn them on, set the color, set it to white, set the intensity. Now the reason I'm setting them to full intensity and not somewhere in the middle is when I'm actually in performance mode, I can adjust the intensity there as well. So if I set it to maximum my static look, then when I'm actually DJing, if I don't want it to be quite that bright, then I can lower the intensity on my DJ gear itself. Now with these intimidators, if I wanted to, I could set different options for the gobos and so on, but for now, for my early evening one, I just want it to be set to normal. I could also set the position for them if I want to, so maybe I'll just have them so that they're pointing down during this static look. So once I've done that, I can click on OK, and now anytime I want to, I can activate that static look, and everything that's set for that static look will override auto loops, it will override auto scripted songs, and I can turn it on or off as well. So in performance mode, I can set those static looks whenever I need to, and you can use static looks for all kinds of things. So DJing a Christmas event, well, you can try what you learned to create a static look that gives your lights a nice Christmassy twinkle effect for early in the night, or maybe even set it so it's using the familiar red and green Christmas colours. For a sporting event, you can make a static look showing the team colours with the lights. In this one example you can see here, I was DJing a wedding where I was told shortly before the wedding that the theme was white and navy blue, so I set up a quick static look with these colours to use during dinner and speeches before kicking off the dance floor.